Hi again. I've done the video. Um, said I was going to do, just showing you these domains. I mean, when you look at them, a human can look at them and see, right, that's obviously, those are spammed, right? Viagra, original, and I don't know what language that is, and German Viagra, Achat, I don't know, Achat Cialis, Viagra, whatever, Cialis. Okay, this one, dressage, e-commerce, hosting, reviews.net, blog hostings.net. I mean, they look okay. I mean, these are obviously spam. Those you can see their exact matches, so the chances are they've been spammed. But we'll look at we'll look at them and we'll see. Well, first of all, we'll look at this one. And we'll see what Moz tells you about this domain. So this tells you that it's got a domain authority of 42 and a page authority of 52. 643 root domains, 7,000 actual links, which is absolutely awesome. Those metrics are like gold. If you get that and you put a backlink on that, that's going to rank your site. There's nothing to talk about. Um, if that was true, and if those metrics were real, and if those metrics were, at least if they weren't real, if they were at least, done in a way where they were to be made to be real. But, if you just look at the backlinks, and we'll do that in Majestic because it's easier, and I want to show you Majestic now, their take on this website. Here's their take, which is also looking at it as awesome metrics. Look, 14 trust flow, which is very good. Yeah, it's good. 17, and they're both sort of neck and neck, which is what you want to be looking for. External backlinks coming, 28,000. You've got that big, great pink, purplish, sign showing all great activity and consistency, and it's coming from 511 domains and 433 referring IPs. That's like as perfect as it could get. I mean, if it was more perfect, whatever, that's as perfect as it could get. That's what you want. You want the same amount of referring IPs as close you can to the referring domains. And as well, the referring subnets if it's on a domain. So if you're just looking at metrics by the domain, it's awesome. Totally awesome. Serious authority that'll rank, any medium keyword, no problem if you just stick a backlink on that. But no, that's not the case. Obviously, we'll look at the back. Let's not look at the backlinks because they're just whatever. We'll look at the anchor text, and this is how you could really tell. So, boom, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. All these exact matches. They've used Viagra. They've used lots of different variations, which is credit to them, which is why this probably ranked like a beast when it was when it was doing well when they first started. But this over time, the churn and burn method. This is exactly why, because you just give Google what it wants for a short period of time, it loves it, and then it realizes, uh-oh, that's way too much, and then you get de-indexed and forget about it. You got to start your churn and burn again. So this was obviously a spam site, and this is the easiest way to show you guys how to identify a spam site. Is if you see anything more than a keyword that anything more than one keyword, I would say, per one backlink, 2, 3 backlinks per keyword anchor text, I'd run away from it. And every single other one is like this. Viagra, whatever that means, awesome domain authority, same thing in Majestic. But look at the anchor text. Again, 111, Viagra, Bestelin. I mean, look, it's easy to see when you just dig into it a little bit. So that's obviously spam. Another one, which is obviously spam. These are all spam, every single one of them, but they all have awesome metrics. You look a little bit deeper into the anchor texts. Over here, all you need to do is the anchor text. That's the first place you want to look, is the anchor text. Then, again, all these different examples. Here they are if you want to have a look at them yourself. No need, really. Don't waste your time. Look at other domains that you want to buy and make sure they don't look like this. Okay, you want the metrics to look like that, but here, see e-commerce hosting reviews, that's an EMD, and e-commerce hosting 19, e-commerce web hosting 9, 5 years ago that would have been great, not anymore. E-commerce, also pretty good domain authority, page authority according to Moz, 15, 29, nothing wrong with that. And then another site, blog hostings, looking at the metrics, also very good. Perfect, perfect, awesome, 18, 20, that's what you want. But there you go, you got all these exact match anchors. Got all these exact match anchors. And that's a no-no. This guy was, de-indexed, he was penalized. There's just no point. Move on, and don't do this yourselves. If your backlink profiles are looking like this, I'd have to say start over, and don't even think about trying to fix it. Just start over. And Moz's take on that last domain: blog hostings 28 and domain authority 14. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great, but not when you've got this on the back end. Not when you've got this kind of SEO going on back there in its previous life. All right, that's it. I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys take from that and are able to now go and purchase domains, look for domains to add to your PBN, and make sure, on face, they got metrics that look like this, but make sure in the back, when you're looking at the anchor text, make sure it doesn't look like that. Make sure it's not over optimized. And again, if your websites are doing this and you're wondering why you're sitting on page 2 or 3 or 5, I'm going to tell you now, you're never going to get to page 1. You've got to just start over. And I know that sounds a little bit harsh, but I'm here to just tell you the way it is. That's the way that it works now, and has been for a while. You gotta really go easy on those anchor texts. Less is more, and just implement this into your own sites and into your own research. And as long as you're covering this basic sort of anchor text ratios, and you can see that it's not spammed, you'll get that domain, add it to your PBN, and test it out. All right, guys, take care for now, and probably see you in another video soon. Take care. Have a good weekend.